Imagine your wedding night. The moment you've waited for all your life. But instead of joy, you feel tears streaming down your face. Kody Brown has just revealed that she cried when Kody Brown, her new husband, took her virginity. And this wasn't just heartbreak. It was the first sign of Kody's biggest blind spot, his inability to see the cause and effect of his actions. What happened that night, and how did it set the stage for the collapse of the Brown family?
I'm not performing some jackwagon that I can walk away from and say, give me an Academy Award for that performance. I'm not acting. This is my freaking life.
Part 1. What if the moment that was supposed to be filled with love became the memory that haunted you forever? Kody Brown from Sister Wives has just revealed a heartbreaking secret. She cried when Kody Brown took her virginity. Now, we uncover the shocking truth, the hidden emotions, and the fallout that left fans speechless. Kody's secret, the night that changed everything. What really happened that night? And why is Kody speaking out now? To understand Kody's shocking confession, we need to rewind the clock back to when she first entered Kody Brown's world. The year was 1994. Kody joined the Brown family as Kody's third wife in a union that millions of viewers would later watch unravel on Sister Wives. But behind the smiles, there were cracks. Cracks that began the very first night Kody and Kody were alone together. Kody says that night wasn't passionate, was pain. Why? In a tearful confession, Kody revealed she cried after Kody took her virginity. This wasn't the blissful beginning of a lifelong romance, it was the start of years of emotional neglect. She realized, even in that intimate moment, she was not Kody's priority. But why did Kody stay silent for nearly 3 decades? For Kody, intimacy was supposed to be sacred. Instead, she cried herself to sleep, and the pain followed her for years. Fans always suspected her marriage was strained, but no one knew the heartbreak started on night 1. This explains everything about Kody's distance from Kody. The confession that redefines everything we thought about Sister Wives. Kody never addressed Kody's pain. In fact, he often belittled her feelings, calling her jealous, needy, and dramatic. And now, her revelation makes those moments even more chilling. Did Kody know all along, and simply not care? Kody's tears on her wedding night weren't a one-time event. They were the beginning of decades of silent suffering. By 2021, Kody finally said enough. She walked away from Kody and the plural marriage lifestyle forever. But here's the twist. Her tears became her freedom. Kody's confession isn't just about heartbreak, it's about empowerment. By sharing the truth, she reclaimed her story and turned her pain into power. Kody's tears once symbolized despair. Today, they symbolize survival and strength. The internet erupted. Fans were outraged at Kody's insensitivity. Hashtags trended, hashtag Team Kody and hashtag KODY exposed. Some viewers even demanded TLC stop glorifying polygamy. Kody deserves an apology. Kody never loved her. We stand with Kody. But what do you think? Was Kody brave war too late? Kody's story reminds us that behind every reality show, there are real people with real pain. What started with tears has ended with triumph. But the question remains, how many more secrets lie behind the walls of the Brown family? Do you believe Kody's confession changes everything about Sister Wives? Comment below. Part 2. He blames everyone but himself. But what if the truth is simpler and more dangerous? Kody Brown's biggest blind spot isn't his wives, his children, or even plural marriage. It's his own inability to connect his choices with their consequences. Now, we peel back the layers of denial, pride, and ego, and reveal why Kody can't see the cause and effect of his actions. Kody Brown, the blind spot that destroyed his family. How did one man's blindness turn a family empire into a crumbling house of cards? To understand Kody's blind spot, we must revisit the rise of the Brown family. When Sister Wives premiered in 2010, Kody presented himself as the charismatic patriarch of a loving plural family. Fans tuned in to watch a man juggling 4 marriages with confidence and charm. But beneath the polished smiles, there was a flaw: Kody's inability to recognize how his decisions rippled through the lives of those who depended on him. The seeds of destruction were planted from day one. The question is, why couldn't Kody see it? Kody believed he was the visionary. But time after time, his vision clashed with reality. When Christine voiced her loneliness, he dismissed it. When Janelle sought independence, he ignored it. When Meri cried out for connection, he withdrew. Kody never saw that his dismissals weren't just words, they were daggers, cutting trust and intimacy at the root. Was it arrogance or something deeper that blinded Kody? Kody's blind spot became undeniable during the COVID-19 pandemic. His strict rules drove wedges through the family. Children accused him of favoritism. Wives accused him of control. And instead of reflecting, Kody doubled down. In Kody's eyes, his rules were protection. In his family's eyes, they were prison bars. This was the turning point when cause and effect collided head-on. Kody blamed Christine for leaving. He blamed Janelle for defiance. He blamed Meri for disconnection. But he never blamed himself. His blind spot, his inability to see his own hand in the family's collapse, became the tragedy of Sister Wives. Fan tweets and Reddit posts, Kody never takes accountability. He's the common denominator. But here's the twist: Kody's blind spot may have been his strategy all along. Christine left. Janelle followed. Meri finally broke free. And yet, Kody insists he was the victim. The blind spot wasn't just ignorance, was willful denial. By refusing to see cause and effect, Kody protected his ego, but sacrificed his family. What if the collapse of Sister Wives wasn't an accident, but the inevitable result of one man's refusal to reflect? Here's the twist. Kody isn't blind because he can't see. He's blind because he refuses to look. And now, with only Robyn left by his side, he faces the ultimate irony. The empire he built on control has left him powerless. Kody isolated, contrasts with Wives thriving post-split. Fans aren't fooled. Online backlash has been brutal. Viewers say Kody's refusal to take accountability is the clearest proof of his blind spot. He's the architect of his own downfall. Kody lost 3 wives, and he still thinks he's right. Robyn will be next. But what do you think? Was this blindness or manipulation? Kody Brown's story is more than reality TV, it's a cautionary tale. When leaders refuse to connect, cause with effect, they lose everything. Christine, Janelle, and Meri saw the truth. Kody never did. And that's why the Brown family story became a tragedy. Do you believe Kody will ever admit his mistakes? Comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the secrets reality TV doesn't want you to see. Let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. She was the third wife, hopeful, loyal, ready to embrace polygamy. But Christine's secret pain on her wedding night was the spark that lit a fire of doubt she carried for nearly 3 decades. Why did she stay silent so long, and what finally made her break? Kody presented himself as the confident patriarch, juggling 4 marriages with charisma. But from the very start, he missed the simplest truth. His choices had consequences he refused to face. Fan tweets, he never connects the dots. When the pandemic arrived, Kody's blind spot exploded into full view. Christine describes the night as a blur of confusion. A moment meant for intimacy became a memory of isolation. She cried silently, realizing she was just one of several wives and not Kody's priority. For her, this was a wound that never healed. Sociologists studying polygamous marriages note that women often feel divided intimacy, a lack of emotional presence that turns affection into obligation. And Christine wasn't alone. Other wives would soon feel the same distance. Years later, the COVID-19 pandemic exposed the cracks Christine felt all along. Kody's strict rules meant to protect became walls of control. Wives rebelled, children cried, and the family split into camps. Janelle saying, "I feel like I'm being punished." Reddit post, Kody's blind spot is thinking he's always right. Kody saw loyalty tests. His family saw betrayal. Why couldn't Kody see the damage in real time? Kody's choices carried legal and emotional weight. From relocating to Flagstaff without planning finances, to publicly favoring Robin, every decision created consequences he refused to acknowledge. Christine's tears that first night? They foreshadowed every downfall that came after. Polygamous families in Utah faced risk until decriminalization laws shifted in 2020. Kody ignored the emotional toll of instability. He's just not there for me. But Christine's confession flips the story. Was Kody blind, or was he protecting his ego? In 2021, Christine said enough. She walked away from decades of silent suffering. Fans finally connected the dots. Her tears on night 1 became her strength to walk out. Her pain became her freedom. The twist isn't that Christine left. It's that Kody still doesn't see why. 3 wives gone, 18 children fractured, his legacy crumbling, and yet Kody insists he's the victim. His blind spot remains as wide as ever. Christine thriving, Janelle independent, Meri reinventing herself, Kody alone with Robin. Fans erupted online. On Facebook groups, Reddit threads, and YouTube comments. The message was clear. Christine's confession explains everything. Kody's blind spot was never just ignorance, it was denial. Fan quotes, "He destroyed his own family." Christine deserves peace. Kody will never take accountability. But is Robin next? Christine Aldridge grew up in a devout polygamous family in Utah, where plural marriage was not just accepted, it was expected. To her, marrying into Kody Brown's family felt like stepping into destiny. Kody, meanwhile, was building a vision of himself as a patriarch, a man chosen to lead multiple wives into a new kind of family empire. In his mind, this was about faith, love, and legacy. But was it also about control? While Christine carries silent tears, Meri battled emotional neglect. Her infamous catfishing scandal was not about betrayal, it was about loneliness. Janelle found strength in independence, focusing on finances and stability. But even she admitted, Kody never understood her emotional needs. Together, the wives' stories form a pattern Kody refused to recognize, the same blind spot Christine first felt on her wedding night. Experts in family psychology describe Kody's behavior as a classic case of narcissistic blindness, the inability to connect cause and effect, because admitting fault would damage ego. Divided intimacy often leads to divided loyalty and eventually collapse. Christine's tears symbolized not just her pain, but a structural flaw in the family itself. She cried quietly, but those tears echoed for decades. Every cold glance, every dismissal, every night alone, they all traced back to that moment. Overlay fan tweets alongside clips. The backlash was immediate. Online fans rallied behind Christine. On Reddit, thousands wrote, "We always knew something was wrong." On Facebook groups, women shared their own marriage stories, connecting with Christine's pain. Petitions circulated. Hashtags trended, hashtag Team Christine, hashtag KODY exposed. Podcast hosts and YouTubers analyzed every frame of Christine's departure. Christine's tears no longer define her. They were the starting line of her survival story. And Kody's blind spot? It stands as the tragic flaw of a man who couldn't see the wreckage behind him. Do you believe Kody will ever admit his mistakes, or is denial his destiny? Let us know in the comments. Your voice matters. Share your thoughts below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more truth behind Sister Wives, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next deep dive, where we'll uncover Kody Brown's untold role in the family collapse.